Have you ever looked up at the stars and felt a connection to something ancient, something deeply woven into the fabric of who we are? From the dawn of civilization, humanity has told stories, myths, tales of gods, heroes, and monsters. But what if I told you these aren't just stories? What if they are a map, a detailed blueprint of the human mind itself? Today, we're going on a journey, not just back in time, but deep into the human psyche. We'll decode the ancient Greek myths to uncover the psychological truths they've been telling us all along. From the heroic quests that mirror our own life struggles to the tragic love stories that teach us about loss, these ancient narratives are more than just history. They are the operating system of the human soul, still running in the background of our modern lives. Get ready to see yourself, your struggles, and your triumphs in a way you never have before. The hero's journey. It's a pattern you've seen 1,000 times, from Luke Skywalker to Harry Potter. But this story structure is ancient, formalized by scholar Joseph Campbell, who found it in myths all across the world. Take the story of Theseus and the Minotaur. A hero ventures into a labyrinth to confront a monster. This isn't just a thrilling adventure. It's a powerful metaphor for personal growth. The labyrinth represents the complex, confusing journey into our own subconscious. It's the messy, difficult work of self-discovery. And the Minotaur, that's not some external beast. It's the shadow self, the parts of ourselves we fear, repress, and refuse to acknowledge our insecurities, our anger, our deepest fears. By confronting the Minotaur, Theseus isn't just killing a monster, he's integrating his shadow. He's accepting the darkness within him to become whole. This is the core of psychological maturation. Every time you face a difficult truth about yourself, overcome a personal failing, or step out of your comfort zone into the unknown, you are walking the path of the hero. You are navigating your own labyrinth, facing your own Minotaur. The myth teaches us that true heroism isn't about being perfect. It's about having the courage to confront the monster within and emerge, not just victorious, but transformed. Now, let's venture into more controversial territory. A story that became the cornerstone for one of the most famous and debated theories in psychology, the story of Oedipus. You probably know the basics. A prophecy foretells that Oedipus will kill his father and marry his mother. Despite all efforts to avoid this fate, it comes to pass. Sigmund Freud saw this myth not as a literal warning, but as a symbolic representation of a universal developmental stage, the Oedipus complex. Now, before you click away, let's unpack this in a modern context. Freud's theory suggests that during early childhood, we form intense, complex bonds with our parents. A child often sees the same-sex parent as a rival for the affection of the opposite-sex parent. Think of it less as a literal desire and more as the primordial drama of family dynamics. It's about learning to navigate love, jealousy, and rivalry within the first social structure we ever know, our family. The story of Oedipus is a tragedy of blindness. He literally blinds himself when he learns the truth. Psychologically, this represents our own blindness to the deep-seated unconscious dynamics that shape our relationships. The myth is a stark reminder of the powerful, often invisible, influence our earliest family experiences have on us. It's about the struggle to separate from our parents, to form our own identity, and to avoid unconsciously repeating the patterns of the past. It's a difficult myth, but its power lies in forcing us to look at the foundational relationships that build our world. From the complexities of family to the depths of love and loss, we turn to one of the most hauntingly beautiful myths, Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus, the divine musician, loves Eurydice so deeply that when she dies, he journeys to the underworld to bring her back. His music is so powerful it moves the hearts of Hades and Persephone, the rulers of the dead. They agree to let Eurydice return, but on one condition: Orpheus must walk ahead and not look back at her until they are both fully in the light of the living world. You can feel the tension, can't you? He walks, hearing her footsteps behind him, fighting every instinct, but just as he steps into the light, consumed by doubt and desperate longing, he turns, and in that instant, she fades away, lost to him forever. This story is a profound psychological lesson about grief and the difficulty of letting go. The journey out of the underworld is the process of mourning. Orpheus's backward glance is a moment we all recognize. It's checking an ex's social media, rereading old messages, clinging to a memory so tightly we prevent ourselves from moving forward. It's the what if that keeps us tethered to the past. The myth teaches us a painful but necessary truth. To truly move on, to step back into the light of life, we must trust the process and resist the urge to look back at the shadows. True love, the myth suggests, sometimes means having the strength to let go completely. So what does it all mean for us? Here, in our hypermodern, digital world, we've journeyed through the labyrinth of the self with Theseus, wrestled with the foundational family dynamics of Oedipus, and felt the sting of loss with Orpheus. These stories, thousands of years old, are not relics. They are living archetypes, fundamental patterns of human experience that continue to play out in our lives every single day. The hero's journey is your career change, your decision to go back to school, your battle with anxiety, The Oedipus complex echoes in the way you seek approval or rebel against authority figures. The tragedy of Orpheus is reflected in every difficult breakup, every painful goodbye. These myths are the source code for the human condition. They remind us that for all our technological advancement, the core challenges of being human remain the same: to know ourselves, to love, to lose, and to find the courage to keep going. They show us that our struggles are not unique. They are part of a grand, ancient, and deeply human story. By understanding these myths, we understand ourselves. We gain a map to our own minds and a deeper appreciation for the timeless journey we are all on. So the next time you face a challenge, remember the heroes who walked the path before you. Their stories are your stories. The myths live on, not in stone or on ancient scrolls, but within you. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this exploration. If you enjoyed this journey into the mind, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.